This is the video that will change your perception of success and how you can achieve it. The one hack I found behind unreasonable business growth, and I'm going to show you how you can achieve just about anything that you want in life in about less than 15 minutes. And guys, I'm sorry to say it, but if you cannot stay here to watch a video to focus your dopamine on something for 15 minutes and you cannot focus on that, it means two things. I'm terrible or you will not succeed. So please stay until the end, because each point I'm going to prove to you that potentially your business can be doing 5-10 times better in half the time. I found the hack. Again, for those of you who haven't watched these videos, my name is Stefan. I am a founder of Practice Peak, where we teach chiropractic, physiotherapy, osteopathy clinics how to build a truly successful business that actually impacts patients' lives, changes the life of the owner, gives them freedom of choice, freedom of time, freedom of money, and finances. And also, how do you have fulfillment? Now, I started off with not having much in life. My parents were absolutely amazing, and they moved to the UK from being financially quite challenged when we were younger to now I'm quite lucky that I put myself in a position where after my parents moved here, I went to university, studied, I learned about chiropractic, then I learned about business, then I have spent over £100,000 on my own personal development over the last 10 years, and we managed to build a 7-figure company with 15 full-time team members who are amazing, and we have lots and lots of happy patients. Now, the challenge is I didn't know how to remove myself from the business, so I tried that 4 years ago. I failed, probably lost half of my team, half of my business, and I learned a ton of lessons that I want to teach you guys what not to do. And today I'm going to uncover the number one skill and trait required and thing that I notice on multiple occasions with highly effective and successful business owners and entrepreneurs. What is that one trait that they have, and how you can potentially train yourself to have that same thing? If you've watched my videos in the past, you would see that I'm a big believer in having the belief and the understanding that anything is teachable. There's this fine line between people talking about DNA and nature versus nurture. But if you really think about anything in terms of a human being, whether you're a business owner, whether an associate, whether you're a patient, and you're trying to achieve something, it can be taught. Anything can be broken down into individual skill sets from let's say you say someone is confident on camera. Well, they're not naturally confident on camera. You've not seen the hundreds of hours I've put on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, public speaking, to be able to conduct myself in a confident way. But the word confidence is a combination of traits. It might be my body language. It might be how I use my tone of my voice. It might be the hand gestures I use. It might be the camera angle. It might be my haircut. It might be the pauses I use in my voice. It's a combination of little things that add up to this word called confidence. So this is the hack in life and in business. And this is the word that has been trending really highly. And I noticed that people who are successful have it, and people who are not successful don't have it. And the word is agency. There is high agency and there is low agency. And I'm going to give you examples of what that looks like in your own businesses and how you can adapt to be a high agency person. Agency, it's quite difficult to actually define it, but if I was to sum up what an agency as a skill, as a personality trait is, it's the belief in your ability to positively influence yourself and the world around you. You know that you can move mountains, and you go and do it. And you go and do it quickly, and you don't put yourself in a position where you think 7 days on one action, and on the 8th day you go, oh yeah, maybe it's not the perfect time. You know these people? And most clinic owners, unfortunately, fail at being truly successful. And I'm not talking about finances here. I'm talking about really impacting lives, really getting what they want out of the business, really building something they're proud of, and having the confidence to do it again and again and again. And most clinic owners don't fail because they don't have the skills. They fail because they wait. They fail because the economy wasn't perfect and they wait for it to be better. They just wait for that perfect hire and the perfect time. They wait for the algorithm to send them more patients and blame it on Facebook. This is a person with low agency. Let me just meditate for a little bit and see what comes to mind. let me just see, oh, maybe I'll go this way, but maybe I'll go that way. Oh, but if I make this decision, then maybe this will happen. This is not what we're looking for. And I've seen this a number of occasions. And I'm so lucky that one of my business mentors and my friend now, early influence in my life, he's a person of very, very high agency. This person will be talking about something, and in 5 seconds, he would have made that call before I even thought about how am I going to structure my script to call this company, to ask for a discount for an offer in a magazine. This is the kind of trait, this is the kind of wording, this agency thing that we are talking about. And if you stop now and you just think, hang on, who are the people in my life that I really admire? I really inspire to be like. I really think they have achieved something special. I can almost guarantee you that they will have some level of high agency, and that's how they live their life. High agency does not, by the way, mean I'm rushing things and I'm just always feel like I'm never present. High agency, especially for clinic owners, these guys, they take ownership. They move fast. They don't make excuses. They don't blame their team. They train their team. They don't wait for more leads. They just find ways to generate referrals today. They don't say, oh, I probably should do this. They say, I choose to be a clinic owner. I know it's tough. I know there's ups and downs. I know sometimes it's pretty shitty, but also I choose to do that. How lucky am I to choose when I show up to clinic, to choose who I work with, who I don't work with, when to take time off, when not to. They understand that. And this is one of the most famous visuals. So I'm sorry if you're not watching this on YouTube, but person A is, for those of you who haven't seen this picture, you should absolutely save it on your screen, on your phone. Person A is the type of person who is on a deserted island. Person B is also on a deserted island. They just have some resources. They have some logs, they've got some trees, they've got sand, they've got water. And person A has used all the logs from the trees that they found, and they have typed in the word, they've made the word help, waiting for someone to save them, waiting for this helicopter or this ship to go past and save them. Person B is like, screw this. I've got a bunch of logs here. I've got some material. I'm making a boat or a raft, and I'm getting out of this island. I'm finding a way out. And if I fail, I swim back to shore and I'm going to try again. That is basically the difference between being a successful clinic owner who's full of new patients, happy team, happy patients, massive impact, financially independent, and the person who's blaming the environment, waiting to be saved, making excuses, waiting for the perfect time. And I know a lot of you are listening to this and you're thinking, oh, Stefan, who are you to tell me how to live my life? I'm not telling you how to live your life. All I'm saying is I'm in a position where I have been this person A in my early life, and I've adapted this person B identity, and I can absolutely tell you that there's no way I can succeed to the point where we've succeeded in life and in business if I was waiting to be saved. If I was the one who's blaming the economy or the algorithm of Google or not knowing how to do Google ads or Facebook ads. There's always a way. There's always a way, guys. So this visual was really powerful when I saw it, when it hit me. I hope it helps some of you. And if you want to be the top 1% of clinic owners, you don't need better tools. Yes, we have great softwares, and yes, we have amazing apps and a referral system, but you need, instead of thinking about the shiny objects, you need to just have a better standard. Just raise the bar. You don't have goals, you have standards. When I work with a lot of clinic owners and they say, oh, but this person really doesn't respect me, or my associate doesn't complete their notes, or this and that, it's because you have allowed them to live up and perform up or down to the standard you have set or not set in your practice. Period. Full stop. And half of the challenges we have with my private mastermind, it's called Practice Peak, by the way, guys. This is a shameless plug. I really, really want to help clinic owners scale their businesses and get to the top 1%, because if someone like me can do it, anyone should be able to do it. You need time, you need mentorship, and you need action. You need high agency. Those 3 things, and you will have everything you want in life. And those people with high standards just make a decision. They don't BS themselves and say, oh, on Monday, when I feel like it, it's going to be the perfect time for me to wake up early at 6 o'clock in the morning, write my goals, restructure my day, I'm going to eat well, blah, 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 blah. It ain't going to happen. And if it does, it's not going to last a long time. You just have to raise the bar, make a decision to have high level responsibility. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. Therefore, they blame the external, they blame the environment. And just refuse to outsource your success to anything on anyone. Don't feel like, even as a coach, I'm not going to save you. I will hold your hand and show you the path, but you have to walk the path. You've got to know what is it you want in life and hit that target. And when you miss the target, you will know how far you missed it by. When you miss the target, you will know how much the wind affects the direction of the arrow. So you've got to take the shots every single day, even when you're failing, because those lessons accumulate. But it starts from having the sense of high agency. I absolutely love this term. I absolutely love this word. And I just want you to ask yourself the question before we finish this video is, ask yourself this: what would you do this week, whenever you're watching this video, however you stumbled across it, but what would you do this week if you had 10x more agency? Think about your Sir Alan Sugars, think about your Steve Jobs people, think about your Elon Musks, people that came up with some of the best inventions in the world, failed so many times, but they had the high agency to keep going, because the end result wasn't to have more money, it was to play a game that they can continue playing so they can get better and better and better and impact more lives around them. It's never about you, it's about your patience. Hope this video helped, guys. It's one of those where I don't often talk about inspiration, but I think it's just so important to have the right mindset in business, because most of the times when people start working with us, they want more new patients. We give them more new patients. They want more money. They start to make more money. They realize, good Lord, it's not about that. It's about me finding games that I can play for the rest of my life, because the man who enjoys and loves walking will always walk further than the man who loves the destination. On that note, hope this helps. Love you all. Until next time.